Hey, Capt here, preacher at large, teaching the word and inspiring, 3 minutes at a time. Hey, talk to you a little about history. You know, the nations, pre-Christ time, BC time, there were all these nations, right? They all had these laws, but the laws all were self-serving to the government, right? Or the individual that was running it, or the dictators. It wasn't until God came on the scene and called out Abraham and called out from among these people, and then he gave him a law. And he says, abide by this law, and this law is going to separate you from everybody else. And what separated everybody else from that law was the fact that that law took into account for everybody, not just who was in power. Right? And when the nation of Israel came about, and when they followed that law, they were in God's will. And they prospered and they did great things. And when they weren't in God's law, and they weren't following it, bad things happened. And then God would take them into bondage. And then they would call out to God. And he would bring a judge or a redeemer and bring them out. Do you know what basis the United States laws are based on? Yeah. Judaeo Christian Law. Yes, that same law that started way back, that God separated. Abraham created the nation of Israel down the lineage, gave the law to Moses. Yep, that same law. Right? And as long as we followed Christ as a nation, we were prospering, we were doing great, things were going great. So I just want to encourage you today to turn to God. Because this nation, lots of things are going on, and man, it's a mess right now. And it's a mess because people have turned away from God and have turned away from God's counsel, turned away from God's word. And we just need, as a nation, I'm not talking to individuals today, I'm talking as the nation. We just need to turn back to God and let God be God, follow His rules, because we've always prospered. Okay? We're going to start seeing a change if this nation turns from God. Now, you can go check that out in history, and after you do that, get your face in the Bible.